always feel bad by either of you.
I have been. It was everywhere in the unbelievable. I mean, people all.
Yeah, people should know. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It's great to have you with us. We appreciate the members of the media that are here. This is a special day for all of us. We've just had an incredible meeting with stakeholders from all across the great state of Utah. We're standing here on the shores of the beautiful and precious Great Salt Lake. The main message today, the takeaway today, is that we will not let the Great Salt Lake fail, period. The Great Salt Lake is part of who we are. It's of course part of our economy, and that matters. It's part of our geography, which is truly important, but it's more than that. It's the namesake of our capital city. It's part of our environment. It's part of our culture. It's part of the soul of Utah. It's who we are. It's what we're known for across the world and across time. From the very beginning, when the first people, the Native Americans, came to when the pioneers came, this was the defining feature. We incredible ecosystem here. Not only do millions of people across the world recognize this place because of its name and this saline body of water behind us, but tens of millions of migratory birds come here every year, and that matters. We have done so much over the past couple of years. I fear that too many people don't understand all the great things that have happened. The legislature, the private sector, the nonprofit sector working together to help preserve this lake. We've out thousands of acres of invasive water-sucking plants. We've launched hundreds of agriculture optimization projects to use water more wisely. We've installed thousands of secondary water meters so every drop can be accounted. Voluntary water leasing for the lake. We've passed timely, precise, common sense legislation that has already made the lake healthier. Over 200,000 acre feet of water coming to the lake that were not coming before. But we're not done. There's so much more that we have to do. We're really just getting started. Our commitment today is that we are doubling down and preserving this lake with additional investment. Today, with this charter that we've signed, we're asking all Utahns, families, farmers, business leaders, researchers, elected officials to stand shoulder to shoulder in their commitment to save and restore the lake. We appreciate the philanthropic community who has announced about $200 million of fundraising investments that they are committing towards the lake. And I just want to say that this is not a short-term fix. We didn't get here in a short amount of time. It's going to take us a while to get out of this, but we can do it working together. It's a multi-decade commitment to the lake. We know that we have a big event coming here to the state of Utah in 8.5 years, the 2034 Olympics, and we think that gives us a marker for all of us to work towards as we work to make sure that we have healthy lake levels when the world comes to Utah in 2034, so that the world can see our pioneering spirit. I do have to say that these saline lakes, these great saline lakes all across the world have failed. Never has a community come together to be able to save one yet, and we are about to be the exception to that rule. This will be one of the great environmental successes in the history of humankind, and Utah is going to write that next chapter. We will save the lake because it is our lake, it is our heritage, and it is our responsibility. I'm happy to turn the microphone over to my dear friends who are engaged in this, both of them who grew up and represent the Speaker of the House and the President of the Senate here, who will say a few words, and then we're happy to take some questions. Mr.
Thank you, Governor. It's great to be here with so many people, dedicated people that are very passionate about the Great Salt Lake. And I appreciate the governor's comments when he talked about, you know, how far we've came just over a short 3-year period. Over 288,000 acre feet of water is now dedicated to the lake that wasn't dedicated to the lake 3 years ago. It's been a huge team effort from a lot of times political foes, people that don't see eye to eye on so many issues. We've came together as a state. We've set aside political ideology differences to focus on what's best for the state of Utah and focus on what's best for the Great Salt Lake. And I just want to emphasize, we're not done in this effort. We are committed to this, not just for the 2034 Olympics and setting that goal, but for the next 100 years. The policies that we had to work to change over the last 3 years were put in place, in some cases, and undo some of those policies that were put into place because the leaders at the time didn't understand what we might be facing. And so I hope that as we move through this process, that we're not just thinking about 5, 10, 15 years down the road, but we're thinking about the next generations that come after us. And so I can't express the gratitude from a state leader's perspective of the philanthropic community and everybody coming together to help save the Great Salt Lake. And I appreciate the dedication. It's going to take all of us, all of the citizens of the state, to do the impossible, as the governor mentioned, and save the Great Salt Lake. We're grateful for your support. Thank you.
I want to especially, I am here with the governor, and the governor's led this effort, and I want to thank the governor. I see his administration here. He has been committed to this from the very beginning, a total administrative effort, and they put in a lot of work. The speaker talked about the things that have been done, but we spent a lot of money on the lake, but we spent a lot of time and effort, and those that have done so much, I wanted to recognize them. Also, there's never been a time, I think, when the governor, the president of the Senate, and the speaker, the legislature, total bipartisan, nonpartisan support, united support for any issue